And I was like, well, then this path of the unknown isn't as scary. And so I might as well take this path of the unknown. And I'll be fully transparent. There was, I shared this on like one other time, I think. There was a moment in 2015 where I started the podcast in August of 2015. November of 2015, I was feeling like a whole lot of fear. And I was like, I might have to go back and work for someone else again. And it was just, fear was so in my head. And I was like, I got to go back to making money. I got a new house. I got a mortgage. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm not making any money doing this. My sister came out to me, and I believe, if you're silent, the messages are always there. If you're looking, the messages are always there. My sister, I was at her house, and she goes, hey, have you ever seen this box of Dad's stuff? And I was like, no. And she brought up, my father was an alcoholic. He passed away when I was 15 from his alcoholism. And she brought out this box, and it was like his glasses. It was a t-shirt of his. It was his watch. And the other things were a bunch of letters. My dad was in jail for a little while for multiple DUIs, and they put him in jail, and he would write letters to us. And he wrote a letter to my sister on her 19th birthday. And I was reading this, 2015. So he would have wrote it to her in 1999. And the very last line was, I hope you live your life with courage, love, and laughter. And I read it, and it was like the universe warped. And I was like, oh, he wrote this for me. Like, there was a moment where I was like, he wrote this to my sister, but the universe is giving me this message through my dad because I need to hear this right now. Because I'm in so much fear. And the very first line is courage. Live your life with courage, love, and laughter. And I was like, I got to commit. Like this has to be the thing. I've got to make a decision. And when you look at the root word of decision, it's decadere, which means to cut off. I'm going to cut off all other options. I'd heard like Will Smith say, there's no reason to have plan B because it distracts from plan A. Like, it's got to be the thing. And I was like, oh my God, I got to commit to this thing. I can't have any more feelings of like, I'm going to go back to working for someone else. Like, this is my life path. I'm either going to succeed at it or I'm going to die trying. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, I'm going to get this tattooed on my arm. So I literally have, live your life with courage, love, and laughter tattooed on my arm. My very first tattoo I ever got. But it was like, for me, people always think like, when you make a decision, the fear disappears. Like, I wish that I could do these things. But